Now I am going to show you how to work with the custom error message. Custom error message means I want to change the error message that is Laravel showing me. For example, if I go to the test.blade.php, you see that here it is showing me a password error message here. And you see, if I call it here, for example, I am going to make it off. Okay, just simply I am going to use the required field. Here, for example, only required. Okay, I am going to remove all others, and it is better to copy it like this. Okay, so I am going to remove it and like this, and just make the full on commented. Now see that here is password and this is required. If I want to make a validation here, what will be happened? For example, there is no confirm password field, only there is password field. So here if I run my code, okay, this one, and click on submit, the password field is required. So this is the custom message. I want to change this message according to my wish. So how I can do that? Here you see that after this I will use another parameter here. I will use here another parameter after comma, this one, like this. And here I will have to tell in which attribute I am going to change the message. Here can be a lot of other attributes. For example, we used another one here, that is same, or here I am going to give a mean. Okay, so mean 8, this one. So if I use this, that means here I will have to use the password dot required. Here I will put my message, and another one I will have to put here, that is password dot mean. Here I will use password dot mean. Here I will use the custom message. You see that here the message is showing the password field is required. I only want to show password, or here you must have to give password. I can use the field like this. And in the case of mean, if I do not use this one, then the default one will be shown. So if I refresh, submit, you see that you must have to give password. So this is exactly that text I put here. Okay, and in the case of mean, for example, if I give less than 8 character, it is showing the password field must be at least 8 characters. Here this message I also want to change. So here I am going to make it back. So password dot mean. So in the password there is a required and there is a mean, two separate items here. So for each item you will have to give the custom message. Here I am going to use another custom message, that is minimum 8 characters are needed, for example, like this. Now if I refresh and give something less than 8, submit, you see that it is showing what exactly I give here. So it is working. In this way you can easily set up the custom message here. So this is one way. Another way is that I am going to paste it and make it off. Okay, another way is that, for example, I am going to remove this. So in the case of password, my field name can be, for example, a person gives the field name only pw. Okay, so here what will be here, pw. So in the case of name password, I use the pw. So here it will be pw. What will be happened if I now refresh and click on submit? It is actually pw now. So here I am going to use pw. If I now refresh and submit, you see that the pw field is required. But when a user will see this in this field, he will not be able to understand what is actually the pw, because this is the programmer's code. When a programmer did program, he just used the short name pw. But in the case of user in the front end, it is showing the exactly pw. So it is actually confusing thing. So in this case, what we do, we just change this pw. I want that the default will be okay, the pw field is required will be okay, but I just want to change the PW. So in this case you will have to use an extra thing like this. So this is an extra item, just you will use the bracket here and just leave it empty, okay, as it is. And in the third bracket I will use like the before, that is PW, and here I will tell what is the meaning of the PW. So password I give here. Now if I refresh and click on submit, you see that only the PW is changed. I just changed the default PW field, so the password field is required. But if you want that I want to change the full things, then you can also do that I already have shown you here. So this is two ways to use the custom message here, that is this way to change the full message, and another one is only to change the field name here by your custom name. So I hope you have understood how to set up the custom message in the case of validation.